Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm excited to go over this one today. This is going to be more of a review video. With that said, it's going to be a long one, so I apologize for how long it is, but I'm going to go over the Killik 2800 pack with the meat shelf in it, and I'm going to go over everything that it has. I've done this video a couple times. The first time the angles were wrong. The second time I forgot to turn on the mic to the camera. So with that said, we're gonna do this for a third time and see if it goes a little faster and better. But it is gonna be kind of a long one, so I apologize for that, but we'll try to get through it. The second thing is I just want to say that if this is something that you like, this video that you like, please give it a like. Also, it helps me out, helps kind of spread the word or whatnot, helps me get more views the more likes I get. And also consider subscribing if you happen to like the channel. So with that said, let's get into the Killik. I'll try to go as fast as possible, but it will be a little bit of a long one. This is the Killik 2800 pack. You'll notice it's pretty good size. Like I said, I hope that this angle works. I hope that I get good angles and you guys can really see what this pack is for what it is. We'll start going over it and get in it right now. Right here you'll see a bunch of straps, little cross straps. I'll kind of go over it a little bit, and so you can unhook it. Right now I got two that go straight across, and then I cross the other two. There's 4 hooks all together, so 2 are crossed, and then there's 2 that are straight across there. Really cool to strap down your rifle, your bow. You know, if you get an animal down, to strap down the skull there. Pretty convenient. Let me work down real quick. You have your pouch here to hold the butt end of your rifle, or even your bow. You can put your bow in there and strap everything to the back of the pack, so you don't have to carry it in your hand, obviously. And this thing actually detaches, and I don't usually carry it on the back. So whenever I don't carry it, I actually just throw it in the bottom pouch here. And since we're there, I'll talk about this. This is kind of cool. So this is the material that this is made out of, weather resistant, water resistant, but it's not necessarily waterproof. So if you ever find yourself in a downpour, one cool option about this, and this actually kind of has two things. Two things that are kind of beneficial here. But you can cover this for more waterproof situation, but also maybe you just want to hook this around your antlers for a safety situation if you get a nice bull elk down, or mule deer, or whitetail. Also throw some toilet paper in there. I've actually said this spill 2 other times. I should put this in a Ziploc bag. I will after this video. As a matter of fact, I'll keep it out. That way I remember to put it in a Ziploc bag. Don't know why I didn't at the first, but you know, when nature calls, it's a good place to put your toiletries, so easier access whenever you throw off your pack. You don't have to get into the main pouch. You know, I usually stuff this also in there just so I know where it is and it's out of the way. And if I do want it, I can hook it up. So we talked about that. Now let's get into the fun stuff. This thing, I think it has a decent amount of pockets. Maybe not the most, but certainly not the least. So right here you have your top pouch right here. So we'll open this up, and as your top pouch, let me spin this around again. You have 3 pouches up here, 1, 2, 3, that are open. On the side here I have a javelina knife. Right here I have some emergency blankets, and then over on the end, for me, I have some weatherproof matches that go in that pocket. You know, kind of nice to keep it organized. In this pouch, I like to keep my snacks. Not my, like, if I'm gonna be out all day, I'll carry a little more food. But this is more like for my snacks. If I just want a quick snack to hold me over for a little bit, my main food would go in the main pouch. But that's what I like to do, is kind of keep this open for just food or just snack food. And then over here, you got another zipper pocket. I carry my first aid right here on this pocket, and my my headlamp. Nothing fancy about that, but got that right there for those situations. Really convenient. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, your main pocket, 4, and then this. So 5 pockets just in this little pouch. Kind of neat there. It would have been nice, and I know that the price tag probably goes up a little bit for every pocket, and I'll speak about the price here in just a second, but it would be nice if there was like a zipper up front here, to be just frank, for that more faster stuff, or maybe even that could be a snack place, whatever. The other thing is there's a pouch that actually goes on front here on the where all these straps go, and that pouch I'll talk about a little bit more later, but it connects. There's these clip here and a clip here, and the same thing on the other side of the pack here, and it clips in right there, and it's an extra pouch right here. Right now I'm using it for a bino harness, which is a really cool option that Killik thought of for this pack. Something that I think is really cool idea, and whenever we flip over I'll talk more about that, but there is that pouch that goes right here. Really cool idea. Also, before I forget, you can also strap or tighten your bottom down here. You can tighten it down, cinch it down a little more for the bottom to cinch this. Kind of show a quick little example here, something like that. Or you can also carry something like you know, a lot of people will carry their sleeping bags down here or whatever. You can cinch it down or carry a sleeping bag. So you know, another really cool feature that that I think just really well thought out, as far as that's one thing that I really like about this pack, is like the little options, and there's a ton of little options, but the little options that are in here are really cool. Now moving on, let's go to the side real quick, and the sides are identical on both sides, so I'll just go over one side. But you have like a hydration pouch here, but it goes fairly deep. I haven't tightened up. You can actually loosen it and tighten it up a little bit, like that, and it goes fairly far down there, you know. And so you could, you know, put your hydration bottles in there, maybe your spotting scope if you want, or even a tripod. Whatever you could think of, you could put in the side there. I've only used it personally for my hydration bottles, and so pretty cool there. I guess one other thing is the main compartment. I almost skipped that. So those are just alike there, but let me jump back around over to the main compartment. So these main compartments, there's 2 zippers, so you can you know, zip it to the middle here, or whatever you want to do. And pretty easy too. I don't know if you noticed that, but I mean, of course now I'm gonna get bound up, but pretty easy zippers. So really well thought out on how big that pouch is. This is what's crazy, is how big the pouch is. I mean, it really opens up and lets you get in there and get all your stuff that you want. And then you have your hydration pouch here. And I don't have a hydration pouch yet, but I'm actually gonna get one here real soon. But I want to say it was like a 48 liter pouch that you can fit in there. Pretty cool, you know, a nice big pouch. The other thing is just like the pocket before, there's 3 pockets here that you can fill up with stuff and keep organized. Also, you have some side pockets right here. Right now I got my bear spray in there. Probably a good place for it, right? You got that big pocket there, and then your main pouch. So 3 pockets, hydration pouch, side pocket right there. Quite a bit of room for organization and trying to figure out what you want and need. Now, another cool part is they have 2 big pockets right here. You have one right here, and I think right now, what do I got in there? Yeah, I just got some like nylon rope in there, and I gotta get through here, and my hunt's getting ready to start, and that's part of the reason that I'm doing this video. But my hunt's getting ready to start, so I'm gonna probably reorganize, but I got some rope in there, but nice big pocket to fit all kinds of goodies in there. And then on the top pocket up here, just another single pouch. Also got some rope in there and stuff, but nice big pouch, you know, not too bad at all. On the inside here, you got 1, 2, your main pouch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets on the inside. Not too bad, you know. Some packs have more pockets, but you know, I think 7's pretty good. I'm a little bit more moderate whenever it comes to the pocket size of the pack, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's move on to the pouch here. So the pouch here, you pull it the reverse way. I can't remember what that's called, but you pull it the reverse way to tighten it. Very, very easy though. That's what I like about this is I took this all around for turkey season, kind of trying to break it in and figure it out. Very easy to adjust and stuff. I really like that about the side pouch. And then you have right here a little Velcro strip to put like a pistol holster or whatever kind of holster that you can think of. You have a little piece right here. I don't know how well you can see that, but little Velcro strip right there, pretty neat. A little clip right here that hooks this pack up to the main bag, and we'll get into that in just a second. And I think that's pretty much it for the belt side. So let's flip around and talk about this piece right here. So this piece right here, guys, this is the pouch that goes on the front side there if you want it to. But it also works as a bino harness, and it's just one big pocket. That's one thing where I feel like they kind of missed on. It would be nice if they had a zipper pouch here, and maybe even a zipper pouch on the inside, and maybe even something to hang on the sides here, or something like maybe to be able to clip like a rangefinder or something on the side. Then it would be almost a perfect bino harness. This is the where you can use it as a fanny pack. Really neat, to throw this on to go scout or something on top of a hill real quick. So not gonna be gone. Just throw some goodies in the pouch and put this around your waist. Really cool. Also, another thing that you could do with it is if one of your main clips on your hip belt ever broke off, you could actually take this off and utilize it for this. They're the same size and stuff, so kind of really well thought out that way. I really like the idea behind that. Let's go over the back support. So in my opinion, I think that the back support is I would say it's moderate comfortability. I've definitely put on frame packs, especially that are not very comfortable, but they'll get the job done. And I put on packs that are a lot more comfortable than this, but this is like moderate, I would say. And for the price, I've said it earlier, but the price is around $230 right now. And so for the price, I think it's a really good price for this pack, and the comfortability that does come with it is pretty dang good. And another thing though, there's a clip down here on the bottom right here that you lift up, and you can pull this back and forth with that, and then you can just down here tighten it up. And with that adjuster, I mean, it's an extra adjustment that is really nice and works really well, really easy, as I kind of just demonstrated. But the thing that I kind of did when I was turkey hunting was I actually utilized that a little bit. I had it kind of setting a little bit lower on my hips, and it was, I was walking quite a bit, and I adjusted it around a little bit and made it more comfortable. So that's kind of nice with those pressure points and stuff, as they drag on throughout the day, to be able to make a quick adjustment and kind of change those pressure points on your back. Definitely kind of helps you stay out there longer. It helps you feel better. Really cool little deal there. So yeah, pretty exciting, or pretty cool there. Let's see, let's go your regular strap, a little cross hook here to hook across your chest. You got some extra loops here that you could attach some other attachments if you need to. I mean, as far as this goes, the straps are the straps, so we'll kind of move on from there. Now this is getting into this. This is how you would disassemble the to get to the meat shelf, and we'll get there right now. So you start off with, there's these little clips here, and I'll try to focus in on them as best I can, but there's these little clips, and you unhook them. You just pretty much push down on them like that, and they unlatch pretty easy, and then you slide it out of the little holes that are designed for these. But pretty easy to do that. And then you pull this apart like that, and then you got your frame pack here and your bag here. Now this is another option that I thought was really thought out and really cool, and I could see where I would use this. My son, who's 9 years old, he goes hunting with me quite a bit, and you can take this bag and make it your own backpack. Now, I probably wouldn't, I would leave everything together if I'm just grabbing and going, but I could see where if you really didn't want to wear your frame pack for some reason, this is probably not as comfortable as your frame pack, so I don't know why else I would utilize this and less of this. If I got something down, and my son obviously can't carry a whole lot of meat because he's a pretty young guy, but he could carry the rest of my stuff on his back, and then I could just carry the meat on the meat pack. I would probably take this off and lose a little bit of weight for myself to make it a little easier on myself, but also give him this pack so he could carry all of our goods out. And then also the straps for this part actually come out. There's a little pouch right here on the side. I don't know how well you can see it, but you just pull this stuff out here, and this attaches to here. I guess I could demonstrate it real quick. And then this one is your hip belt, and it's exactly the same on the other side. So really cool, really well thought out. You even have a chest strap to cinch down for around your chest. But the other cool thing is, in my opinion, is the pocket that this thing goes in. This pocket is pretty big. It's only one pocket. There's nothing else in here really. There's not like another different pocket, but a pretty big pocket. And I've been kind of thinking about this, and what I would probably do is throw my game bags in here. Something that I would only use if I got something down because I need the pack frame side of it. So I'd only use it if I needed the pack frame. And so I could put my game bags in here, zip it up, and you know, they set back here. They're not taking up room in my main pouch. So it's something that I think I'm actually gonna do is, but you could put whatever you could think of that maybe you don't utilize that often. You could put your knives back there, really. A whole butchering kit back in here. I mean, the pocket's so big, you could put all kinds of stuff back here, you know, for that stuff that you're only gonna use if you get something down and you're taking apart your pack frame anyway. With that said, you're attached by those clips that I just demonstrated to you. You're attached by the clips on the bottom here, and I'll take this completely off in a second, but I wanted to demonstrate with my orange vest and my pillow what it's like to carry meat. So I'll demonstrate that in a second, and then I'll throw this on, then I'll take the whole bag off itself and we can look at it that way. But with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the pack frame. Stuff that in there. We'll move on to the pack frame. So here's the pack frame. Pretty simple. There's these clips right here that you can just slide out, and they don't have that hook that I demonstrated earlier. They're just straight metal hooks, I guess. But they are made out of like a aluminum or a metal. I think it might be aluminum. So you know, have some durability there, which is kind of cool. And then you have a flap here. You have two flaps here that are pretty cool. And then this is another thing, is your hydration pack. You have a hydration pack here with a couple different options. There's actually a quick connect option right here. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's quick connect, just a regular Velcro loop, and then some of these or I guess just a single, this kind of hook right here to hook another pouch onto. But I thought this was actually really thought out too, because when I was daydreaming with my friends, I always thought, oh, you know how cool it would be to have a pack frame that you have a hydration pouch on it, so whenever you're carrying your meat up and down, you know, you can drink some water. And Killik thought of that. So there might be some other ones out there that also thought of this, but this is the first time that I've seen it on a pack, and I thought that was really cool for the frame pack. And then you got your two bat wings or side flaps, and they have two really big pockets. Put, you know, snacks in, spotting scope, or tripod, whatever. I mean, you know, your guess is as good as mine, but you could put a bunch of stuff on there. Now let me get to the good point, or the pack frame, like kind of cinching this down and show you a little bit about that. Here's my game right here. Wings, you can strap it down here. So you can tighten that up there. Looks really good, and I haven't tightened the top yet. There's something that I'll just show you. So on the top here, what you're supposed to do is slide this loop over the top of this. But just messing with a pillow, and I haven't been able to practice it with meat, but messing with a pillow, it's practically impossible to get this side over the top of the pack frame here. I've seen some videos where guys done it, but they also took a pause and really struggled to get it done. So I'm pretty sure that it wasn't quite as easy as they make it out to be. But I found a workaround, and this is just to let you know, this is one of my things that I kind of took a little bit of issue about the pack frame, because whenever it comes to carrying your bag out too, this part makes it a little bit difficult. I would like to see if somebody from Killik could explain this. But if you run it through this little hole right here, just run it through there, clip it on there, and then do the same on this side. Run it through. And this might have been the design of this to where that's what they wanted to do. I haven't seen that practice, and this is, you know, I think I'm one of the first to talk about this, because this stuff is actually really tough and thick. So I'm kind of thinking this is probably part of the concept to make this part of the situation, and then you just kind of tighten it up the best you can, like that. And then you got your game right there, packed in, packed away, and then you can clip these back in up here like this. And then you got your straps all packed in, everything's ready to go, and you know, your game's in there. But that was the only thing that I don't know if this was part of it, where you just actually, and that's only going to slide around a little bit. There's still a little bit of movement there, but for that first trip, you might be able to work around it for that first trip, then just take the bag off completely whenever you're done. With that said, that's this part of it. But I'll demonstrate one without the bag on and show you how that hooks up real quick. So real quick to show you, the clips here are on the hip belt and on the bottom of the bag here. So you take the off from the hip belt, and then take the clip off from the bottom of the pack here. And now your bag is completely free. Give that to your son who doesn't know any better, and have him pack that out. Now you have your pack frame all by itself. Let me clip these top ones again. And for these top ones, to explain this, these actually just go, there's this little loop right, get that strap out of the way, there's this little loop right here, and your hook just goes in right there. You cinch that down, and now you got your meat hauler all by itself, doing the thing. Like I said, I mean, the pack frame is, I think it's pretty neat. I think it'll do the job, and I think it'll definitely, I want to say that it's rated anywhere between like 80 or 100 pounds. You might want to look at the manufacturer's specs to get a real answer on that, but I think it's, you know, a pretty neat little system. I'm actually pretty impressed with this system. Guys, that's pretty much the extent of the pack. I hope that there's a lot of packed information here. This video is going to be long, but I hope that it kind of gives you a real demonstration of what this pack can do. And there's more stuff on here, like right here on the hip belt, or not on the hip belt, but the chest strap. There's this on the hook here. There's actually a little whistle here that you can use for if you ever find yourself in a bad situation and you're trying to get people's attention, or whatever you can use that little whistle for. So there's just like little things like that on this pack that really cover everything, that is really well thought out. I mean, the amount of people they must have had on this pack trying to work out the kinks and making it work is really nice. For me, I would probably give this thing an 8 out of 10, maybe a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I might be judging a little harshly, but there is a few things that would be nice if they, and I know that the price would probably go up if they did make these adjustments, but there's a few things that I think that they could have put a little more thought in. One of them being the bino harness / extra pocket / hip pouch. I really think that they could have put a few more pockets on that. Also, how to hook up the game thing. Like I said, I did that as a workaround, but everything that I saw, you're supposed to slip that sleeve back over the back side here where this hook is. You're supposed to slip that back over here and then hook everything back up. But I found it easier to actually kind of leave it a little looser on the top of this side of the pouches, and just try to tighten it up to the game bag as much as possible. And possibly, because that wasn't official from Killik that I've saw anyway, but officially they might have, that might be what that's designed for, is that it actually goes on this side when you're carrying game out instead of trying to slip it over the top here. But either way, I thought that maybe they could either, you know, officially explain that or maybe redesign that part, but it still works. And whenever there is no game in there, slipping it over on this side I think is a great idea, and it works perfectly. And I mean, I'm really impressed with the ingenuity that goes along with it. With that said, guys, I know this video is a long one, and I apologize for that. I hope that you got some value out of it, and if you did, please consider subscribing. I'm gonna start doing more videos like this, and also, again, like the video. Maybe even leave a comment if you have a question. I'd love to answer it, and we'll see what happens in the future. But I am going to try to start getting a video in a little bit more. I've been extremely busy this year, and so I haven't been making videos like I was hoping to in the future. But as I buy more stuff for outdoor stuff, I'm going to start doing more reviews on it. And so with that said, you know, I do plan on doing more content through my YouTube channel, so make sure that you subscribe and don't miss those. With that, guys, thank you for watching. Sorry again for the long video, but there's a lot to go over with this Killik pack. So thank you, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Later.